And therefore what I can do is I can go to right mouse click on the analysis, and then here change read-only attribute. And with that you see there is a small lock. With this lock on, I can enter the analysis, and now I can. This is the way Vision Cats is working. I can still change. I can make changes until the point where I save. And then it says the analysis is open and read only mode. You cannot save it. The reason for that is multiple, but the main reason is we can't protect at all possible positions that you can't rewrite something in. So therefore we said, okay, we enable, you can write, you can change whatever you want, as long as it does not change. So there are some of the actions that need an immediate save. So if I add an instrument, this is immediately saved. Therefore, adding an instrument doesn't work. So therefore, I can't change this analysis or method or comparison. So, and therefore, this is one of the 21 CFR 11 tasks. You have to have it read only. If I untick there this set read only flag, I have right mouse click and I see the point, but it is grayed out. And also maybe to this lock, there are three kinds of locks. So this gray lock means this is locked analysis because of somebody locked it. Then there is in the demo project, you see that here, this is this golden lock. This means it was initially imported analysis or method, and therefore it is just for demonstration purposes. So you can't change something. So you can make a copy of it or so, then make it, but this one you can't change. And then there is a third lock. Let me see if we can see that. Yeah, you see here now this third lock. This is a silver lock with a little person in front of it, means somebody else has it open. Or not somebody else, it is opened by a person. So here, I myself did open it, but so there are three kinds of locks, just to know that. So this is everything in the user management, what is in regards of 21 CFR 11. So the set read only flag. For sure, the whole user management is also part of 21 CFR, so you have to set a user management. It's not allowed to have one single user and they access Vision Cats with one single user if they work in a controlled environment. But this is the only setting to do. Then if I go to options and regulatory settings, so this is only active when I have 21 CFR 11 active. And if 21 CFR 11 is active, you see in options view license. You don't see it here because it's Beamer is not very good, but here it says 21 CFR 11 is green, is active. So on the top, this setting is about deleting of analysis and methods. So the good thing in Vision Cats is that if you had wing cats, it was, if you activated 21 CFR, it was full package. You could delete, it was full safety. Here now, you can adjust a little bit more. But you can say, I would like to have the log files and everything, this is nice, but we can delete. delete, that's no problem for us. So deletion is possible, it will be locked. So if somebody tells you deletion is not allowed on the 21 CFR 11, strictly seen, he's wrong. For sure, the customer sees like that. This is customer policy. That's okay, no problem with that. But 21 CFR 11 says clearly it is not allowed to delete without tracking it. So if you track the deletion, it is fine. So that's minimum requirement of 21 CFR. Most of the company, they go further on and say, no, do not want deletion. So therefore here now I allow complete deletion. I can do now, when I unclick this, there are two other tick boxes. One is allow deletion but keep data in the system as obsolete. And the third one is show obsolete items. So that's simply the first tick box. If I tick that, I can delete. I can still delete, but if I untick this, with that I can't delete analyses and methods and comparisons. So it's not about if I enter a node and a wrong node, I can delete this node. But it is, we will see that later on, it is tracked then, but you can delete this. Here it is just about files, folders, and also analyses, methods, comparison files, and folders. And if I say, yes, I want to allow, then I can choose show me or show me not. And there is always a short explanation underneath, explanation what exactly happens. So if I show obsolete items, I can quickly show you. Always do not forget, you see this star here, save it, and then the stars go away and you can really go on. If I go now into Explorer, for sure I couldn't delete this file because this file is opened by a user. If I now delete, do you really want to delete? It is deleting it. And now, as I said, I want to show it is still here, but I see it is deleted. I could now move this to a folder which deleted files or so, if I wanted to. If it is in this stage, I can still say, okay, restore. Yes, I will restore it, and data is fully here. So with that, data is fully available. So most likely, most 21 CFR 11 companies will go with this one. No deletion. Then this one here is quite interesting. Force users to enter a reason to each change on Hptlc items. So this is what we called in 21 CFR 11 motivated change. So you have to say if you do something. We did that now, I think, in a quite clever way in terms of the thing is that usually if you activate this, the lab guy is killing you. Because every time he changes something, he has to enter a reason. And he ends up into ABC, 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 or something like that. Because he's getting crazy about that. So what we did now is, if we have something like an analysis, and now I activated this, I have here the data, and oh no, let's go up here. So I want to change some items here. So yeah, ABC here. Okay. Then there is another. No saturation, that's going up there, down, just some. So you see, I have to enter nothing at all. And now, at the time of saving, Very good. That was read only. That was, yeah. So, okay. Now here. So I change here. Okay, and I change here a little bit. And I say, okay, you see, I don't have to enter anything. And now, as soon as I save, it tells me, okay, you made this, in these steps you made these changes. And now I have to say, adjust it to
just entering.
And then I can say yes. And if I go now to the log file of this, with 21 CFR, log files are activated. The good thing is, if the customer decides first year without 21 CFR, and then he decides, okay, now I want to go with 21 CFR, all the analyses he made, log files were present. They were just not shown. So if he activates 21 CFR 11, he activates also the log files of the old files. So he will have all the data also from the old files. And here now you see this entry, I think you can read it. So motivated, I said adjusted to humidity. And here now you see all the things I changed. So all are together in one signature. And I think that is a quite acceptable way to do it. There are other softwares where you can, each and every entry you can say, yes, you have to do a motivated, yes, you have, no, you don't have, you do not have to do. And then they are doing something and then they have to, I have to make so. It's really, I think the analyst doesn't like that. But I think we had to do that because it is really a request of 21 CFR. So the exact wording is that where it is not duly understandable, you should mention why you did this. So if you did the wrong date and you strike it through, you don't have to say why you did that. But if the acceptance criteria is 5% and then you have you did write 7% and then you strike it through and to 5 or 4.7% or something, and maybe you would have to explain why you did that, because otherwise they will see okay, they just saw that it's too much. So yeah. So okay, this is this force users enter to enter a reason. Then this is already everything about 21 CFR, so it's not that big. The thing there are two log files. The one log file is the log file from also from comparison. There is also a log file. So all the files, method, analysis, and comparison, they do have a log file. And with all the log files, it's the same. So you can expand them. You can choose. There is a date filter. Let me see if that makes sense here. It doesn't make a lot of sense because here you see the amount of changes that, how many changes that made. So, and here you have this timeline. You have this timeline here, and so you see now only these changes here are in this log file. So you can choose the date, you can export in a PDF or in a XPS. So that means sure not in an Excel or something or Word, but you can do that afterwards. But anyway, it's from the software out you can export them to a non-changeable format. You can say, okay, I just want the entries with profiles. Then just the one you have seen now, there were less entries because it's just about file creation. So there are really a lot of things to search. And if you remember WinCast, it was just
List.
a huge list, and there you have, if you wanted to search something, you had really to go and search. And the other log file is the system log. Here is also, it's all in one software, so it's also good. In WinCast there were these two softwares. And if you remember, you had to, the system log was day by day, so you could just check one day, and then you had to archive it, and then you could watch or check the entries of each day. So here now you see all the data. Also here I can choose, I can say, okay, I just want this kind of data. Then I want to have the new user section, and then from what user, admin, haven't done anything, it's a lazy guy. So the testful guy did 1 in this period. So maybe I can go further on, maybe here, no, didn't make more. Yeah. And also I can, so with that, I can so I can search. It's a full name search. So therefore, if you search something, really you can find it. And that's really, I think this is a side thing, not really something like a functionality or so. But if you show that to a QA guy or QC guy, he will be happy and he will say, okay, fine, I go, it's okay. So that's really, I show also this with this time thing. I show really, and I like to show it because if the QC is here and he sees that, he knows, okay, they were thinking about something about 21 CFR and so they are okay. So it's really something that to show it is giving you some credits at the QC where you certainly would like to have some credits because otherwise you're a poor guy.
Yeah. Oh, we should get.
And then the last thing from 21 CFR is the e-signatures. So with WinCat, this was like you had one level. It was signed or not. So if you signed, you have seen it, okay, it was signed. You could have different reasons. So you could have 20 reasons for signing, but you had just one level. So the one reason was I made the analysis, the second was maybe I checked the analysis, the third was yes, the analysis is okay, and the fourth was I had to redo the analysis, and there was maybe one, yes, QC is okay with it, batch released. And you could mix them and do them and undo them, whatever you wanted. Here now it is more strict in terms of we have here up to 5 levels, and these levels they have to be followed to be the analysis is fully designed. Therefore, I created here 4 levels, so not all levels. Usually, I think most companies will have 1, maybe 3 levels. So 1 is the laboratory here. So the guy who is doing the real hard work. Then the head of the lab, which is checking, yes, the work is correctly done, so the results are correctly made, or then QC says not that the result is correct, they say yes, the process is followed correctly. So it was made, it was checked, So fine from our side it's okay, and here now we have version 4, end control or whatever, or head of quality control or whatever, says yes, we can release the batch. And what I can do now is I can assign rights. So here I have these 4 levels, here I have the users, then here I can assign these rights. So most likely this guy here, test 3, would be a guy from QC. Sure. No. So this guy, test 2, would be something like, this is maybe a small lab, so they don't have boss, and so they have two guys or 3 guys, and so he is one of these. If he does it by himself, another guy has to sign, or if another guy is doing an analysis, he is signing.
Okay.
In Vision Cats, you can't sign an analysis twice on different levels. That's not possible. The same person. So it has to be another person.
Oh yeah.
This is security.
Yes.
It's not allowed to have. So I do the thing and I say yes, I check my rights.
I'm sure I'm still
Yes.
right.
So this is not possible. So it is automatically checking.
Yeah.
Then this guy here has no rights at all, so he is the apprenticeship or so. Then Fred, he is the boss. He can say yes, I release the batch. And this Melanie is also analyst. So that's so that is the how you set it up. And now to sign a real analysis would be like so I don't have to go into the analysis, but with Thinkers you have to go open the analysis and then say yes, the last one. Here now is we would like to let me see which one. So there you see there are already some analyses signed on some way. I will explain that later on. What that